So I know I did an Avatar video when the preview came out for it that Netflix is doing, and I did a video on that, right? And I said it's probably going to be woke. I covered the series. I said it looked very beautiful. I thought the animation was actually really good. I said the creators left over creative differences, and I said it's probably because it's going to be woke, right? Because there's a long story. They're probably changing some things. And I know the creators went off and made spin-off series where it's all about female empowerment and people are being gay now. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but that's a separate series. They didn't go back and say the characters in the original were this way. So I said it's probably because they're making it woke. Maybe the creators liked the character development. And Netflix was right off the bat was trying to make it, to quote South Park, put a chicken and make her lemon gay. But I got so much hate for that. It's like, you got called a right-wing grifter, got told, it's just making stuff up, it's never going to be woke. I was told, compare it to One Piece, and I was like, well, I am comparing it to One Piece, and One Piece was woke, even though the creator was fighting against it. Netflix did manage to slip some woke things in there, like race swapping and making people transgender. But we got some new articles out about, the last Airbender series and what Netflix is doing. And the only thing I have to say is, fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I was right. It's almost like I'm a prophet at this point. I look at things, I read things, I assess the situation, and I assume the most likely outcome. Because I can be wrong. But nobody's done that yet. If I was a different person, I'd be upset. But I get to laugh because I told these people, they're sitting there and Netflix is hovering over them with their pants pulled down and they're squatting and they're grunting, and I'm like, hey, this is gonna be shit. And they both look at me and they're like, how do you know it's gonna be shit? It might not be shit. And I was like, they literally have their pants down, they're squatting over you, grunting. They're going to shit on you. They're like, nah, you're wrong. Well, guess what? I was right again. Netflix's live-action Avatar series took out how sexist Sokka was in the original. A lot of moments in the animated show were iffy. Seems pretty woke to me. Changing characters, getting rid of sexism, getting rid of racism. Yeah. What else is Netflix going to do? When Avatar The Last Airbender makes its live-action debut on Netflix next month, Sokka's sexism will be toned down considerably. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly cast members for Katara and Sokka, informed fans that Sokka's sexism was discussed during the live-action show's development and was deliberately cut away as it had no place in the new remake. Apologies would be nice, but I'm not going to expect those from internet weirdos because that's not what they do. They can't ever admit they were wrong. Shit, I made an entire apology video because I got one thing wrong. One sentence out of an entire video. Put out an apology video. It wasn't really an apology. It was like, hey, I fucked up. I jumped the gun on something. But I know that won't happen. But what I am expecting is when I say that was the right video, for it not to be review bombed. But I know that'll never happen because it's the internet. Actually, it probably helps the algorithm because when you get as many likes as dislikes. Ugh. Anyway, continuing the joke that I get to make about all the people who left me comments about how I was wrong. There's more weight with realism in every way. Which prompted to reveal, I feel like we also took out the element of how sexist Sokka was. I feel like there was a lot of moments in the original show that were iffy. There are things that we were redirected just because it might play a little differently in live action. So they're admitting there's more changes. That's good. As Entertainment Weekly notes, there are entire Reddit threads of fuck Reddit discussing how the original Sokka, prior to his character's journey, so they're changing the entire backstory. If I was a creator and Netflix said they were doing that, I'd leave. Would make remarks like, girls are better at fixing pants than guys, and guys are better at hunting and fighting. That's actually pretty fucking based. Granted, without magic and people are just normal people, that's kind of the reality of it. That's not true. My tailor is an absolute G. All the stuff I get tailored, just absolutely fantastic. No issues. And then again, he's Asian, so we'll give him that. Saga sexism won't be the only differences in Avatar fans see in the Netflix Last Airbender. Showrunner Albert Kim previously said the show did not begin the same way the animated series does. The live action series will also show the genocide of the Airbender people and Rise of the Fire Nation, which was only alluded to in the animated series. I'm okay with that change. That could really put it into perspective what happened. That was a conscious decision to show people that this is not the animated series. There we go. Openly admitting this is not a faithful adaptation. This is a complete remake and a retelling that was nothing like the series that everybody's trying to defend. It's nothing like it. We had to sometimes unravel storylines and remix them in a new way to make sense of serialized dramas. So I'm very, very curious to see what will happen in terms of reaction to that. The Last Airbender's creators, Brian and Michael, spent 2 years developing the live-action series for Netflix before they shocked fans by announcing their exit due to creative differences, which left Kim as the sole showrunner. He recently told Entertainment Weekly that it was absolutely daunting to stick with the show without them. But I wonder how many of those people are going to come running back to say it's not because the show's going to be woke. You'd have to be an idiot not to be intimidated a little bit. My first reaction after Hell Yeah was, holy shit, do I really want to do this? Is there a way to improve upon the original? You had fans because the original was good, not because it needed to be changed. Whenever you tackle something that's already beloved by millions of fans, you have to ask yourself those questions. So you change it. You change it for fucking Reddit. The hell is wrong with you? All right, so it comes out February 22nd. So just think about this one. Anybody who's watching this video, I hope you watched the first one. I hope you watched my first video. I hope you left me a dislike. I hope you left me a comment, because now I get to make a video saying how right I was and how stupid you are while I look like the golden child predicting the future of movies and TV shows. Thank you for that. Oh, I can't believe it. Like going through these comments, you need to say it's woke about a dozen more times if you want the algorithm to give you critical drinker type numbers. I don't care about critical drinkers type numbers. Dude, if I make $5 a year, if I make enough to buy a pizza at the end of the year, I am happy with that. This is more a hobby and an outlet than it is about a grift to make money. If I make money, absolutely fantastic. That's why I love my local supporters. They're like, yeah, you're doing a good job. We know you technically can't make money on YouTube yet, but we'll throw you a couple extra bucks a month. Fantastic. Love you guys. You're absolutely amazing. But, here's another one. So woke, so scary. Get your act together. It's not scary. It's stupid. I have nothing to be scared of this show. I watched the original series. It was okay. They want to change it and kill it? Cool. Don't care. Not going to hurt my feelings. But I will advise people, don't go into this thinking it's the original. Expect it to be woke. But apparently that gets hate. So here we go from another one. So you're going to straight up lie in the title. Really? This is what we're doing? Straight up living? I think you mean lying to people. You must have been in quite a fury typing all this out. They said something about leaving the show because it was so woke. Annoying. You know what? I might just add that into the thumbnail with the fuck you, I was right. This one calls himself dumb, so we'll just go over this. You mean to tell me the two guys who are on record as having written Korra and Asami as gay left this production because it was too woke? Where does any of this evidence come from? Or are you just jumping to whatever conclusion fits your personal narrative? Again, again, these companies are standing over the audience, squatting down with their pants pulled down, grunting, about to drop a deuce on you. But I can tell you didn't watch the video because I said explicitly there Netflix was less woke because the creators were involved saying no. But you didn't listen to that. So now, after I told you they're going to take a shit on you, you're just gonna, what, say there's no evidence of it? There's years of evidence of it. It's not my fault you don't pay attention. You can listen. If you had not commented and said, well, I'll see if he's right, you would have figured out, oh my God, he's right. All right, that one was a nice comment. Netflix introduced Garp too early. Yeah. Had to come back because I forgot the dislike. You disliked the video because I was right, not because I was wrong. All right, Storyteller Dan. Dude, just play the clip, then talk your second run. Well, I appreciate the advice, Dan. However, if you could see the back end, whenever I do that, I get copyright struck on the video. So I have to pause and talk. I appreciate your constructive criticism. It is put in a very nice way. That's why I'm not cussing you out, not calling you an idiot. I'm saying thank you, then explaining why I do it the way I do. Okay, that one's great. Avatar the Last Pronoun Bender. Fantastic. All right, so here we go. I followed Bright for a while on Instagram. They had some very woke takes, so I strongly doubt that's the reason, my guy. Oh, I remember this one because I was like, oh, this is a joke. I'm, I'm not your guy, pal. Hold on. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this live. Did you see the news? I was right again. I should have a nice notification there. Did you see the news? I was right again. Did you see the news? I was right again. Oh, fantastic. Anytime. Anytime. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Anytime I'm right, I'm going to do a video where I say it's woke. Towards the end of the video, once everything's settled and I've, made my points on the video, I'll go into the comment section. Anybody who said, how do I know it's going to be woke or it's not going to be woke? I'm going to be like, hey, I was right again. So there's a documented record of how right I am. My haters are my biggest fans. I love it. So anyway, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section. While you're there, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this one out. And remember, guys, if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. Doesn't happen very much, though. And until the next one, be easy like sleazy.